and Ruby Volume and now let me get my retrospective tone. Disclaimer: this video contains spoilers for these Ruby titles. There are time codes in the description if you want to jump around. We good on that? Then let's dive right in. Rooster Teeth is dead. We have no Ruby on the horizon and possibly no Volume 10. Even though Rooster Teeth is already releasing Ruby Beyond, a Volume 9 sequel series, that's all we may get from Ruby. Because with Rooster Teeth being dead, I don't see Ruby returning anytime soon. But we have a lot to look forward to in the coming, before Rooster Teeth originally abandons themselves. Rooster Teeth began as just your normal, average, everyday content creation company. They created smash hits like Red vs. Blue and very many others. But their next series was meant to be their flagship, Ruby. Ruby began development in the early months of 2018. In the early months of 2012, production began. As the post-credit scene of Red vs. Blue Season 10 revealed Ruby's trailer. But after that, we were only given one teaser. The Red trailer. The Red trailer would be the first trailer we would be given, as Ruby revealed their first trailer called the Red trailer. As the first trailer was revealed on November 7th, 2012. Because then, boom, the White trailer was then revealed. But then at the end of March 2012, but then at the end of March in 2013, they began the reveal of the next trailer. The white, then the black trailer was released at the PAX East panel, at the PAX East convention, as Ruby had a panel where they revealed the black trailer. But then at the Acon panel, the music from the trailers was revealed online and was simultaneously released online. But then RTX came along in the summer of 2013 and revealed the first teaser trailer and revealed the first episode for audiences to chew on. And this episode wasn't just for attendees. Audiences were given their first look at Ruby in the form of the first episode. But it all led to July 18th, 2013, where the first episode was released online. And Ruby proved that it can hold its own in its early episodes. And Ruby's one of my favorite shows of all time, so these episodes are very good. As they would truck along nicely in the early months of the year, leading into the finale on November 7th, 2013. Where after that, Ruby would go on hiatus. But then Ruby would sadly go on a hiatus. To a point where Ruby fans needed something else to chew on until then. But fans weren't scarred for the world of Remnant just yet. Because it was time, because it's RTX season, baby! As it was again RTX season. And usually at RTX we get something Ruby related. And we are in for a treat. Because at RTX, because on July 4th, 2014, the first trailer was released online, with also the first official intro being released online. Set to a tune called Time to Say Goodbye, this intro would be Ruby's beginning of the end. Hinting that this volume would begin the beginning of Team Ruby's end. But audiences weren't flawed for Ruby material yet, because, Ruby wasn't done yet. Because in 2015, an official manga was released online. Not telling the events of the volume that we're going to see this season, but showing different events. And it all led to one of my favorite volumes, and it all led to the premiere of the volume on. Because it all led to August 19th, 2015. Where the second volume would release online. Beginning with episode 1 titled Best Day Ever, volume 2 would begin what would be a slighter bigger volume. As most of these volumes had shorter seasons, I think volume 2 was where the episodes could dive harder. With the same number of episodes, we began with on July 24th, Ruby began. In my opinion, Best Day Ever is one of my favorite episodes. Mostly all of volume 2 runs pretty smoothly. Leading into the finale on October 12th, on October 30th, 2014, one day before Halloween. But for first members, that wouldn't be what it would be, because that would be if you're a first member. Yes, sadly, if you're a first member, you could view these episodes early. But to the people that aren't first members, bad news, gotta wait. But then it all hit a stride with the news of Ruby's next volume. As volume 3 would be released next. And I'm actually nervous about this. And I was nervous about this volume from the start. Because on October 23rd, 2015, the trailer for Volume 3 was released online, hinting that RWBY wouldn't air in its normal time slot. Because for all you first members, you would see Volume 4 on October 22nd. For all first members out there, you were given the episodes on October 21st, 2015. Beginning RWBY's next volume, and darker than the others. As RWBY would sadly go on high as Fall was released on as the episode Fall would be released on December 12th, 2015. And it ended with the biggest cliffhanger. Did Mercury just get injured? I gotta know how this ends. Come on, I gotta know. Well, sadly, Volume 3 went on hiatus. Yes, sadly, RWBY Volume 3 would go on hiatus. As we had to wait for the next episode's premiere in the early months of January 2016. The first episodes were released online for the last stretch of the volume. And these episodes are darker than all the others, to a point where there's a dark sense of awe and there's an odd sense of doom in the air. Could this be what as it all led to the episode PvP on January 16th, 2016, the beginning of a 4-part volume finale. As Pyrrha would cut apart, as the battle between Pyrrha and Penny would end with Penny being torn apart. The fans who loved Penny, this hurt them more. Because after that, it was a race to the finish line. All ending with end of the beginning on February 13th, 2016. Where during this finale, we would see Pyrrha battle Cinder. But it would end with Pyrrha's death. It's a shame you were promised a power that was never truly yours. But you can take comfort in knowing that I will use it in ways you could have never imagined. Do you believe in destiny? Yes. But then this was revealed with RWBY's silver eyes, as they blasted RWBY as they blasted Cinder and froze a Grim in place. As everyone thinks that RWBY just woke up from a nightmare, she didn't. It was all real. As RWBY's mysterious narrator appeared on screen. Man, that volume left a sour taste in my mouth. But luckily, they revealed something to keep us busy in the interim until then. Because on April 1st, 2016, something cuter was revealed online. Come on, you can get there in the end. Eh? Aww. She's adorable. Coochie coochie goo. Coochie coochie goo. Yikes. As that could keep Ruby fans at bay for a while of being worried about what could happen next. Team Ruby's divided, Beacon is gone, and everything is over. But it all was revealed, but after Ruby Chibi's end, there was nothing to keep fans away from the October 22nd release of Volume 4. Starting with Ruby's character short on October 3rd, 2016. As Volume 4 would release with some sad episodes. Beginning on October 22nd with the first episode titled Remembrance. With October 22nd's release of The Next Step. And then on October 29th, Remembrance. 2 episodes that really do handle the death of everyone in the volume. But then it's revealed where Blake has been all these years. She left to return home to her homeland of Menagerie. But then Ruby would go on hiatus again on December 30th, 2016, December 31st, 2016. But it wouldn't be a long wait this time around, as the next episodes would air in the early months of. In 2017, the next episodes were released online, starting with 2 steps forward and 2 steps back. Ending with the season finale titled No Safe Haven on February 4th, 2017. In my opinion, these episodes are a little bit brighter than the others. Even though there is a sense of dread in the air after Volume 3, we can still hope that Team Ruby will get back together. But after Ruby Chibi's second season, sophomore season would end, it was time to begin the biggest thing. It was time to begin the next Ruby idea. As Ruby's premiere date, as Ruby Volume 5's premiere date was released at RTX in Austin 2017. But also at RTX was the Weiss character short, as well as the other character shorts for all the rest of Team Ruby. As it was time again for October 14th arrived, and audiences would journey to their computers or TV screens for Ruby's 5th volume. In my opinion, this volume is one of my favorites. I have nothing bad about Volume 5 to say. Volume 4, Volume 3, on the other hand, that one's the bad one. Volume 3 is the bad child in this Ruby family of volumes. But volumes 4 and 5, top-notch Ruby right here. As Ruby Volume 5 would begin with Dread in the Air on October 14th. As Ruby would begin with Welcome to Haven on October 14th, 2017. But when would Team Ruby reunite? Well, the first two members of Team Ruby would reunite on November 4th, 2017, where Yang finds her mother. Well, technically her stepmother. Yes, I'll explain about the whole stepmother situation in another video. Because this will be a two-parter, so expect a two-parter. But this is where I'm going to cut it for breakfast, so I'll see you guys later.